This video I will talk about Messenger, how you can collect the evidence for your file out of Messenger. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Magadangaras haiyan lahat. Welcome po sa aking channel. This is a new video after the frequently asked questions. A lot of people were thinking after the frequently asked question video it will be finished, but there are still a lot of things that I can give advice to, and there are still a lot of questions that I got last week also. Now, I didn't want to put all in the frequently asked questions video because otherwise the video would become also too long, but I get a lot of questions about how that you can collect the proof from Messenger, from Skype, from WhatsApp. So I will make a few videos also. I will make it in different videos so you can see which video is more applying on your case. This video I will talk about Messenger, how you can collect the evidence for your file. If you're new to the channel, please click the subscribe button, that's the round button down on the screen, the abonneer button. Don't forget also to ring the bell so you get notification when the new videos are uploaded. If you're already subscribed, thank you. If you didn't, please just click the subscribe button. It's totally free and you're helping me a lot with that. Now, this video, because I will talk about the steps that you have to do on a computer, it will be a little bit different. That's also why it took a little bit more time before I made this video. I had to download an extra program on my computer to make like a recording of my computer screen. So for that I'm working with OBS. That's a free software. I'm trying to understand how it's working. So I will do like with trial and error. Please comment below what you think about this video, if it was useful or not. If you have more ideas what I can change to the video to make it better, to make it more understandable, because yeah, for me the things that I will show you, it's like normal to me, but it doesn't mean that it's as easy for everybody else. So please put a comment below on the video, just give your thinkings about it so I can learn also for the next videos that are coming up. So let's go to the computer. Hello everybody, we are in the computer now, and as you can see, this is the program that I have to use to record my computer screen. So this is OBS. I'm still learning to work with it. It's not that difficult just to start and to make a basic, but if you want to do a really complicated monitoring, then yeah, you need some time to learn to work with it. I can also normally stream with it, but I'm still waiting for a lot of people to react on the post if they want to do a live stream with me, yes or no. So if you want, you can find it on my Facebook page. Then you can see that I will do some live stream and with a lot of people, and then they can ask questions and we can learn about each other's files. Now I'm going to the Facebook page, and as you can see, a lot of things are blurred out, especially in doing that to keep the privacy from the people that I was chatting with. But I will make sure that the parts that you have to push are not blurred, so you can follow. You can see also the cursor on my screen, so the arrow, so you know where I'm going, what I'm going to click. I will see if I can do it in the editing software to put a circle also around. I didn't find out yet how I can light up my arrow so you can follow it more easy. Maybe I can find it out before the next video, but like I said, I'm still learning. Okay, the important thing is you cannot do this on a phone. You cannot do it in the Messenger app. You always have to do this in the computer. Now, if you're on your Facebook page, this is the start screen that you get with all the information. And here in the side, you have a list. And here in the list, you can just click on Messenger. Now, the reason that I'm doing that is if you're just taking the small pop-up, it will not work properly. Now, also an important thing that you have to remember, I'm chatting with these people for some time now to ask questions and get information. You have to do this not on the same day that you did the chat. That's also important because then there is not really a date with it. I'm scrolling up now. As you can see, if you're chatting today or for example yesterday, you can notice here there is only that it was Monday that I was chatting and the hour. If I'm going further back, it's taking some time because you see a lot of people are asking questions. For example, if you see here 14th of September, I already chat with this person. So if you keep it a few days after your chat and then you will collect the evidence, you really get the complete date on it and not just yesterday or today with an hour. So that's the first important step that you have to do. Make sure you don't do it the same day. Now, if you go to the right screen, then you get the information of the person and you have a few options, and in those options you can see there is, this is in Dutch, zoeken in gesprek, so it's like search. You can especially see it because the symbol in the end, it's a loop. So normally that's universal. Now I'm going to search for a different chat because this one with this person I even chat more. So if you click here on zoeken in gesprek, so on the search, on top you can see you get an extra space, and there you can type something that you want to have the words. For example, if you know that the first words that you were saying to your fiance, you can just type them there. I will use just welcome because I know that I'm telling that to every person that's coming onto my page. So if I just type welcome and you're typing the first words that you're saying to your fiance, then you know that you will go to the beginning of the chat. If you always say, for example, good morning, then you will see that there is a long list coming. So it's more easy if you go really specific to one word or to a whole sentence. So I typed in the word welcome, then I will do search, and in this case there was no welcome. So this is not a good word to search. That's how you can test also to see, because if you're already chatting for some time with your fiance, of course if it's 2 or 3 years ago you cannot remember what the first words were that you were saying, so I will just type now my name. You see, I get one of 48 results with the word Andy. If you have this, in this case, you will see that there is some option here, the 2 arrows, so I can go to the second, to the third, to the fourth. Now, if you're always saying good morning, this list will be a lot longer. So if you really want to go to the beginning, it will take some long time before you in the end. So the more specific that you're using your words, the more easy. Now, for example, if I'm on the file that I found. What you have to do then is you have to load that file. So I'm going now here, meer laden on the down section, because this is already the start that I want to do. And I'm going to load, like for example, the whole day. Once you loaded the whole day, you go back to the beginning of the day, and then you just go in front of your text and you're clicking your left mouse button and you just keep pressing it while you're going over your text. That's called selecting. Now for most of the people it will sound familiar, but if there are people who are not really used to working with computers, I'm just doing it also for them. So for some people it will go faster. And then you really go down, 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 down till you're in the end of your day. You just let your mouse button go, and there all your text from that day is selected. If it's selected, you go to the text, you just click in the right button, the right mouse button, and there you have the option kopiëren, so copy. If you want to use some shortcuts, it's just also Ctrl C, the Ctrl C button. You have to push it together. If you did that, then you copied that day. Once you have copied that, you just open a Word. You just open a Word document, and here you can do Ctrl V, the two buttons, or you just click here in the right, and then you have the plakken, so the paste, and you can even in the new option, in the new version of Word, you can choose if you want to have it with colors or just the normal ones, or it's what you like to have. For me, I think it's more handy if you keep it with the colors, because then you can see what you said and what your fiance said. So I think it's easier if you do like that. So I just click it, and then everything is on the text. Now, as I mentioned before, it can be a lot of pages. I just put mine in columns. Now, you don't have to do like that if you don't want to do it, but I did it just to save some papers. Now, how do you do that? You just push Ctrl A, or you want to select everything again. That's what you want, but Ctrl A means like you're selecting everything. Now, that's working in Windows and in Microsoft and things like that, but you cannot use this in the Messenger. You cannot use it because then he will select like your titles, but he will not select all your text. He will select all what's around also. Now, if your text is selected, you just go to indeling. I will type under what's the correct English word for that, because my computer is in Dutch. Not all is in Dutch, but my office is in Dutch. And there you can choose columns. And if I'm using the column here, I can choose that I want to have 2 columns. And once I'm doing that, you see that he's taking only half of the pages now, and I get a lot of free extra papers that I can use. So it's more pushed together, and I think that's handy if you're starting with 30-40 pages. Otherwise it's already 60, and all the information stays in here, so it just important things are here. Now, as you maybe noticed, here in the bottom you can see there's still meer laden, more loading, so I can just delete this. It's important maybe that you read the text again to make sure that there are no extra space on or something like that. So you have a nice and clean text. You don't have to work with the colors if you want to just make it a little bit by yourself. You can do that perfect as well. But I'm just taking this as the easiest way to collect some evidence and to collect some proof in Messenger, because there is a lot of things that are in Messenger. Now, one of the next things is I'm not calling with this Messenger because I try to avoid it a little bit, just to see that I can do a live stream and that we can chat with a lot of people. Because if I start calling with persons instead of chatting, yeah, then I'm almost calling for like maybe 10 hours, 12 hours a day. So it's more easy to combine it with my private life to just chat. Now, I had a person that gave me a missed call, so I want to show that if you're going back to your Messenger and you're selecting the chat, now I'm also selected the missed call, and you do again the right click with a copy, then you go back to Word. I'm just starting a new page, and here I'm pasting it. You can notice that in the red that there is marked that I had a missed call. So make sure that if you're selecting things and there are phone calls in Messenger that you can see, make sure that they're also on the page here. So when you're printing it as an evidence, that they can see that maybe in that day you also called for a few hours, so that the chat is less long. But yeah, of course, that maybe you called 2 or 3 hours. So this is one of the things also that is important. You can even see that normally there is a button terugbellen, so it's like call back button. So I hope that you find it a little bit interesting, if you didn't already figure it out by yourself, how you can find some text in Messenger, how you can arrange that you put it on a Word document, and there you have the option to print it. You can save it, you can make the whole file like that. So I hope that you learned a little bit about this, and let's go back out of the computer. So this is the end of this video. If you think it was informing, it was interesting to know, please give it a thumbs up. If you liked it, you can always share it on your own timeline to give other people more ideas how they can be useful, these tips and tricks that I just gave you. Don't forget to click in the round circle to make a subscribe, to abonneer on my channel. It's totally free. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Paalam.